Okay, so this video is a demonstration of one of the ways I can make Microsoft Excel over here on the left work with LiveText here on the right. So let me bring up my score bug here. So this is a kind of a baseball, softball game tracker that all you have to do is click one of the buttons kind of here in the middle. Pull out so you can see it there. And whatever you put in here will automatically be written to not only the score bug here in LiveText, but really any piece of information that you want on LiveText. And I'll show you a couple different examples in a minute. But for right now, let me push in a little here, tilt up, there we go, lock this off. Okay, so let's say Sydney here is given a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So I'm going to put this over here. And this is just, all this information is left over from the Atlantic 10 softball tournament. We have Fordham versus Dayton. This was actually the A10 championship game. But getting back to the point here, if you look at the count, we have a 1 and 2 count, which was automatically done because we clicked those buttons in Microsoft Excel. So I'm just going to see if I can pull out enough. You're probably not going to be able to see it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and lock this off here. So again, you saw the 1 and 2 count over in LiveText. So I go over here. Let's give her 2 more balls. So the count is full here. And again, I'm going to go over here, and this is automatically written. And I'm going to see if there's a better way to show you how that's working in a minute. But for right now, let's just say Sydney walks. So she gets ball 4. So when I click that ball 4, this automatically resets up here, and Sydney is moved over to first base. And of course, if we go over to our score bug here, the count is now reset. It's at 0-0, and there is a runner on first base. So again, no need to do any of that in LiveText here. No need to click on anything or type anything in or do any special indicators or anything like that. All of that is automatically done here in Excel. So now in our simulated game here, let's go to the next batter and bring up Amy Van Hoven. Let's say Amy lines out, Sydney does not advance. So we go line out. Did anyone advance extra bases? No, they did not. So now there's 1 out here, and Sydney's still on first. Again, go over here. 1 out, runner is still on first. All right. So let me just see if I can get Excel and that bug in there. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but let's push to the next batter. Lindsay's up. So let's just say Lindsay grounds out on a fielder's choice here. Here's fielder's choice. So I'm going to click on this. It's going to ask me if the batter reached base. So since Lindsay ground out, no, it did not reach base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on no. And when I do that, I'm going to tell the program that first base is going to be open because Lindsay ground out, but Sydney is going to advance because it was a fielder's choice. And again, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on here, but this will turn to 2 outs. And this base indicator here will move from first to second. So I'm going to go ahead and click no. Sydney did not advance an extra base. And again, you'll notice over here, Sydney has moved up to second already. So the Excel sheet has already processed that, okay, Lindsay's not going to reach base, but Sydney's going to advance over to second. And now it's asking me, hey, did Lindsay advance to third by any chance? Well, no, she didn't. So I'm going to click that. And now again, we're going to go over to our bug here, and you'll notice that there's 2 out, runner on second, and again, the count is reset. And now what I'm going to show you is how this information is written to a lower third. I guess I'm not going to show you how, but I am going to show you that you can write information to a lower third. So Natalie here is up. She is leading off the bottom of the first. So now, before we do that, let's say we want to show a lower third of her season batting statistics, which isn't a bad idea. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go over to batter lower third, first time up. And Natalie's here. We have her average, home runs, RBIs. Now, notice that in order to get this up, I didn't need to click on anything. Well, not anything in LiveText anyway, but I didn't need to click on a button in LiveText. I didn't need to type anything in. It was just done automatically. Now, let me see if I can kind of better demonstrate that here. So, again, I'm going to try and get both the Excel sheet and the graphic in here. And let's just go ahead and push to the next batter. So I'm going to push the next batter. Catherine's up here. And again, we go back over here and the position is updated. If I wanted a number down here, that would update a player number, a uniform number. The name's updated and all these stats here are updated. So again, this, just by clicking a button over here in Excel, saves so much precious time, so that way you don't need to go back and type everything in here, and half the time, by the time all this information is in here, Catherine's already either gotten on base or struck out or anything. So again, it's just a lot easier to do everything in Excel and have Excel send all that information over to LiveText here. Okay, so now we're ready to go to break. The program, at least, is ready to go from the bottom of the first to the top of the second. What I want you to do is I want you to focus over here. Actually, let me bring up this just so it's a little easier to see. But you'll notice that there's a logo here, and the lower third color is a blue to match Dayton. What's going to happen when I click on this OK button here, this is going to change to a Fordham logo, and this blue is going to change to like a red brownish, kind of more like a dark brownish. So I'm going to click over here, and again, the logo is updated and the color is updated. So instead of having to go back and forth or have tons upon tons upon tons of lower thirds for each batter, for each team, and again, it's just a lot easier to have Excel tell LiveText, or I guess which graphic, which color to put on this graphic. All right, so again, this isn't everything you can do with Excel in LiveText, but there is a lot of things that you can do. And I mean, if you know what you're doing and you know what you want to accomplish, then you can really use Excel to bring your LiveText graphics and therefore your overall production to just this entirely new level.